The new DeYoung Museum has opened up in Golden Gate Park, and it is a hit with visitors. I'm going to take you on a VIP tour coming up on the North Bay Report.
Good evening and welcome to North Bay Report. I'm Curtis Kim. Well, after numerous delays because of controversy over the design, funding, and general bureaucracy, the new $190 million DeYoung Museum has reopened in Golden Gate Park. Reporter Myles Cameron takes us on a tour.
The new DeYoung Museum in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park is truly an amazing work of art. Not only in the fact that it was a monumental effort to get off the ground financially and politically, but the culmination of all those things is reflected in the building's architecture.
The design of the building first evolved out of consideration for the different collections that we have. We have such diverse collections. We wanted to show them in small groups, but we wanted to create places where those collections could come together and we could talk about the commonalities among different collections. Hence the three wings of the building that bend and come together. The tower is a unique idea that is designed to create a hinge with the city. That is, to connect this building with the broader community. When you go to the top of the tower, you can look out, see your community, see the beauty of San Francisco, and when you're driving around San Francisco and you get up on our famous hills, you look back and see the tip of our tower poking out through the trees, and it connects you to the museum.
So we built a state-of-the-art museum, totally seismically secure, built to withstand a 1906 earthquake. And what this has also allowed us to do is get world-class exhibitions from museums both in the United States and Europe and bring them here to San Francisco. We are now the premier venue for traveling exhibitions in the entire American West.
One may wonder why the metallic exterior of the building may at first seem out of place with the leafy natural surroundings, but in retrospect, it all makes sense.
The entire skin of the building is copper, and the idea was to take photographs of tree canopies, that quality of light that filters through the leaves, and emboss the surface of the building with a pattern that would create that sense of dappled sunlight. So when the sunlight falls on the skin of the building or on the tower itself, it is always different. If you come when it's sunny, when it's foggy, different times of year, that quality of light will always be changing.
The old adage is you can't judge a book by its cover, and that same sentiment could be said for what is inside the building.
The new DeYoung was an extraordinary opportunity to review the entire historical collection of American art, which spans over 350 years, and really bring out the absolute best of the best. Recent acquisitions and old favorites all brought together in a state-of-the-art museum and displayed to their fullest advantage, and hopefully in a way that not only is aesthetically beautiful within an individual gallery, but also creates a dialogue about the meaning and the content of these great works of art.
One of the primary aspects of any museum is the ability to provoke creative thought. In the new DeYoung, an interesting combination of exhibits from different eras stimulates one's powers of observation in a unique way.
One of the most striking features of the reinstallation of the American galleries at the new DeYoung is the mixing of the old with the new. So we might have a colonial gallery with works from 17th, 18th century colonial Boston, but also have works that are colonial revival paintings. For example, we have a painting of colonial Williamsburg, the famous historic museum village, that really created dialogue between the past and the present and remind people that truly great art and truly great ideas transcend time and place.
Besides the extensive thought and effort that goes into obtaining the exhibits and paintings, just as much goes into the way they are presented and viewed.
The top three enhancements over the old DeYoung have to be accommodating the exhibition of the diverse collections that we have in spaces that were specifically designed for them, so that when you look at the African collection or the American art collection, you're looking at them in galleries that were designed specifically for those objects. The way they're lit, the colors, the shapes of the galleries, the daylight were all very thoughtfully done for those objects.
In the old DeYoung, there were no windows. One didn't feel harmonious with the world outside. But here at the new DeYoung in Golden Gate Park, one is constantly surrounded by nature. For instance, here in the Landscape Paintings Gallery, one is transported easily to the outside of the building, and the Landscape Sculpture Garden just steps away.
Our daily challenges are the great ones, which is that we're really busy. The public loves this building. We have so many more visitors than we anticipated. So our challenges are making sure that the lines aren't too long, nobody has to wait, they can find their way around the new museum. It's a big building, there's so much to see. Many people are surprised by the different things going on in the museum, so a lot of it's about communicating what's happening so people can make really good choices about what they do on their first visit.
Considering its dubious early development, you might say the DeYoung is like a phoenix rising from the ashes, emulating the legend of San Francisco itself.
The new DeYoung has been enjoying the most extraordinary response. It has been universally praised, both architecturally and for its installations. Wonderful new acquisitions, wonderful new sculpture garden, all these great amenities in a state-of-the-art, world-class building. And it has been enjoyed by almost 1 million people have come to the DeYoung. At some point in the next month or two, we will hit that extraordinary figure. That is an incredible sort of vote of confidence in the success of the new DeYoung. And we expect by the end of the year, we might actually have 2 million visitors. It's extraordinary. And it's a great sort of coup for the city of San Francisco, the Bay Area, and all of California that we now have this great cultural landmark in the cultural landscape.
For the North Bay Report, I'm Myles Cameron.
And we'll have more right after this.